Hello, my name's Jake. If you're new here, welcome to Sellr. I'm going to take you on a little tour and show you the basics on how to get started with setting up your website. If you haven't already, head to sellr.com and set up your account. You'll be sent an email with your store ID. Make sure you keep this somewhere safe as you'll need this every time you log on. Once you're signed in, you'll be taken through some optional introductory steps to get a template set up for you, and eventually you'll end up at the control panel. This is the base of operations for your Sellr store, and everything you'll need can be reached in just a few clicks from here. On the left-hand side, you'll see quite a few options for navigation. You'll no doubt become very familiar with this navigation bar over time, as it's the doorway to adding items, marketing to your customers, configuring your payment methods, and much more. Now, in order to have a live store, there are a few basic things you need to take care of. You'll need to edit your site exactly how you'd like it to be, add the products that you want to sell, set up at least one payment method so customers can pay you, and connect your domain name so that people can navigate to your site. If you're selling physical, tangible items, you'll also want to add a shipping method so people can pay for shipping. Once all these steps have been completed, you'll have taken a massive step towards setting up the e-commerce site of your dreams. Now, the place I'd start personally would be editing the website, and that's what we'll be covering today. To start this, we'll want to go to edit mode. At the top of the navigation bar, click on Edit. This page represents how your site will look once it's live. This is how we'll be editing the aesthetics and navigation of our site. When you first open this page, you'll be faced with a tutorial, walking you through some basic functions. Make sure you've read these steps very carefully. This is the default layout, based on the Toys and Games preset that I chose for my new store, Toy Fort. Your layout will be based on the settings that you picked from the start, so don't be surprised if yours looks different from mine. Sellr uses a system that we call content blocks to manage the layout of your store. Content blocks are these horizontal page elements stacked on top of each other. The header is a block, the navigation bar is a block, this banner, this text, and so on for the rest of the page. Even the footer's a block. To manage these blocks, there's one very important tool. This icon here is the Manage Content Blocks tool. Once you click on it, you'll see a window pop up. If you take a look through this window, you'll see that every block on the web page is represented here in order, separated into header, main section, and footer blocks. Those of you with a keen eye will also notice the tutorial that opened when we entered edit mode, which is also a block. If you'd like to turn the tutorial off, just click on this bin icon to remove the block. That goes the same for all blocks on this page. To reorder the blocks, just simply click on one of the green arrows to move that block upwards. If you'd like to add a new block, just click on this green plus at the top of that section. There are quite a few options to choose from. I'm going to pick this header here and add it to the bottom of the main section. To apply the changes to the site, click on the X in the top corner of the window and the page will refresh. This block system may take a little while to get used to, but once you've got the hang of it, you'll find it's incredibly powerful for customization. Now let's play around with what we have at the moment. I'm going to change the image on this banner. When you want to change the image on a block, look for this little mountain icon here. You'll need to delete the existing image to then replace it with a new one. I've prepared an image to use here already, but make sure that the image you add adheres to the image's resolution and size guidelines. There we go. If you don't have an image that fits properly, you can always browse the library to find one that fits the tone of your store. I'll add one to the second banner image to demonstrate. Another thing that's important to note is that you can also add a separate image for mobile by clicking on this mobile button. The size specifications for mobile are different, so be careful about that. By default though, the image will be automatically resized for mobile, so don't worry too much about that. One cool feature to note is that you can actually preview how your site will look on both mobile and tablet by clicking on these icons at the top. I'd make sure to do most of my editing in desktop mode though, as you can see far more of the screen. Now I'll change this main page logo. You can do this in edit mode by clicking on this button here. It's the same mountain image, just with an L for logo. Find the file, click to upload, and we're good. With any of these blocks of text, you can simply click in the text box and you'll be able to type anything you'd like. In here, you can play around with the font, color, and size, as well as set up links within the text and edit the source if you're more tech savvy. But we'll leave that as it is for now. When you're done with that, and this part is crucial, make sure you click Save Changes. If you don't and you refresh the page, you'll be in for some frustration. When in doubt, save changes. Some blocks actually have so many tools that we choose to hide some of them from you so you don't get overwhelmed. In these cases, you'll see this little tool icon with the plus symbol over it. To show the expanded tool set, click on this and then click the Use Additional Tools option in the pop-up window. When it refreshes, you'll see all of the available options have been revealed for that block. Now I'm going to add one final image on here. Another cool tidbit that I'll show off right now is that you can actually drag and drop straight from the File Explorer window. So I've got a great ad here for coloring books. You can just pull over and place in this window, click to upload, and we're sorted. Beautiful. I spent probably a little too long coloring that dog in earlier, but I think I did a pretty good job of staying within the lines. I know, it's impressive. Try to save your applause for later. Now this block actually has a link embedded into it, and this tool right here is a link tool. It allows you to quickly direct a link to another place on your website. You can direct it to either a category, a collection, a specific item, or another page that you've set up. There are so many tools available for so many blocks that we'd be here all day if I tried explaining all of them to you. They tend to be quite self-explanatory though, so you should understand their functions very quickly just while playing around with them. The amount of customization that you can achieve on your site with these simple options is unlimited. Make sure you familiarize yourself with the block system so that you can make the most out of these powerful tools. Well, I'd say we're done with editing for now. If you'd like to get out of edit mode, just click on the Show Menus button in the top left and you can navigate anywhere else on the control panel. You might be wondering how to add items, view sales, set up payment methods, and many other things, but those are all great topics for another video. I hope this short tutorial helped. If you're still struggling with any of these things, just head to Help, then Contact Us, and click on this button here to open a ticket with our great support team. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure to like, subscribe, and comment to let me know what you thought about my colouring in skills. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.